In this video, I'd like to talk about mole control. Strike that, let's get rid of the word control. How about mole repair? This horrid little creature with the terrifying looking claws is called a mole. Their two most favorite things in the world are cruising around underground eating earthworms and completely destroying all efforts you've made toward having a nice lawn. The first video I put out on mole control involved digging up your lawn, removing 4 to 6 inches of soil, installing a chicken wire barrier, putting the soil back, then replanting your lawn. This may surprise you, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of people willing to do that. So let me show you an efficient way to get this dirt back into the ground where it belongs. This is what your standard underground mole city looks like. And this is the pile of dirt that they put into your lawn. The absolute best tool I found for moving that dirt back into the tunnels is water. In the middle of that pile of dirt, you're going to find the mole's tunnel. Punch a hole down to it, then turn your garden hose on to a fast trickle. As the water starts to flow down into the tunnel, it's going to grab the dirt and pull it along with it. You want to help keep the tunnel entrance open by just probing at it with your fingers. Then slowly work the rest of the dirt into the tunnel. Here's the weird part about this. Even though you shoved all that dirt back into the tunnel, you haven't actually filled it up. What you've done is move this pile of dirt from here to here. And from the mole's point of view, this is just a slight inconvenience. You'll come out the next morning and that pile will be back up on the surface. So to finish filling the tunnel, you're going to need some more fill material. I keep large quantities of finely sifted sand available at all times just for this opportunity. The finer the sand particles, the easier it is for your water to drag it down the tunnel. You just want to feed the sand pretty slowly so that it doesn't cause a blockage. Let me speed the video up a little bit. I think you'll be truly flabbergasted at how much material you can put into one of these tunnels. Since water flows downhill, you should have no problem filling up the nesting area with sand. Finally, let's talk about their feeding runways. You can recognize these because they're lines of raised dirt or grass. You'll want to fill these tunnels as well because they very easily become a trip hazard when people fall into them. The roof of this tunnel is only 1 to 2 inches deep. Poke a hole in it. Then start pouring your water-sand mixture into the hole. Because the tunnel is flat instead of downhill, you won't be able to get as much water-sand mixture into the tunnel as you did when you were filling up the nesting area. You can make up for this by creating several holes along the feeding tunnel. Fill each of them with water and sand. So what we've successfully done here is, we're forcing the mole to start all over. So given the choice of the mole creating these in your yard and in the neighbor's yard, but the neighbor's solution to the problem is just to spread the dirt out, this is what the mole sees. But the mole comes back over to your yard, this is what he sees. At this point, he's got some hard choices about which neighborhood he wants to live in. This process has worked pretty well for me. That's it for this video, but I'd like to ask a question for anyone who's a mole expert. Where in the world do they put all the dirt? The dirt they push above ground seems to be about 1/10 of the volume of sand that I can actually get into their tunnels. If you know, please leave me a comment. Well, that's about it. Thanks for watching.